Welcome to the Austin Method, where we help you develop the skills of square dancing. This is 218, Trades, Runs, and Folds. We're reintroducing trades and runs here because there are different kinds of trades and runs we can do with two couples that we did not do with one couple. You've already seen trades and runs, so the concept should be fairly familiar. And then folds we couldn't really do well with one couple, so we're introducing that. We're grouping them all together because they feel the same and they're extremely important in the same way. A lot of choreography is made up of, and the more complex or compound calls are made of, are trades, runs, folds, and circulates. We've just covered circulates, so we're not going to cover that again right away. So we're going to go to the definition real quick, and the only definition we're going to go to is that for fold. We're not going to look at cross-fold right now, but this is the fold family. Fold means kinda to do a half run. The designated dancer folds in front or behind the dancer next to them, the adjacent dancer. So in this case, we're looking at boys fold from Ocean Waves. The boy dancers are going to fold behind the girl dancers. The girl dancers are going to slide together to make a more normal formation rather than stay so far apart. It's breathing, it's not really quite the definition of the call because they might already be in a position that's normalized, but they'll be breathing together. So let's take a look. The boys are folding behind the girls while the girls are coming together. Notice the outside girls are coming in towards the center of the square to form up into a double pass-through formation. Let's look at the statistics. Folds. That's the new call we're introducing. The number of beats can be either 2 or 4 depending on how far you have to travel. They are not gender specific. Frame does not play a role. Flow does play a role. The dancers are doing an arc. They're veering one direction, so there's actually quite a bit of flow. Not a lot of calls actually flow into it for some reason, but there is flow. The positioning is exact. You flow into the position in front of or behind the dancer adjacent to you. You'll notice that the choreography is pretty lengthy. In fact, it's as long as any review. The purpose is that we're covering 3 calls here, and there are a lot of ways to do it from a lot of positions. We're not going to go through it piece by piece. Trades, runs, and folds have certain things in common, and the biggest thing in common is you have to recognize all the identifiers that you can be identified by, whether you're a boy or a center or an end or an in-facing dancer or an out-facing dancer. You need to recognize who's next to you. So we're really getting much heavier into formation or square awareness or formation recognition, as well as your identifiers. Trades can now be specified as boys trade, centers trade, ends trade. There's all kinds of different trades. The rules are still the same. Go back and review them if you need to. Runs are still the same. You still run around the dancer that's adjacent to you, and that dancer has to slide over. Folds feel kind of like a run where you stop halfway in the middle and turn towards the person you're running around. At this point, we have 4 kinds of lines. We have waves, two-faced lines, normal lines, and half-sashayed lines. So give this dance sequence a try. Go through it plenty of times. Make sure you're good and comfortable with it because this is important stuff. 218, fold. Form up as couples 1 and 2. Bow to your partner. Sides half sachet. Heads lead right. Step to a wave. Centers trade. Boys fold. Girls U-turn back. Step to a wave. Girls fold. Boys U-turn back. Step to a wave. Girls U-turn back. Boys fold. step to a wave, boys you turn back, half sashay, girls fold, step to a wave, ends trade, step through, heads lead left, sides you turn back, heads wheel around, and you should be home. Thank you for visiting the Austin Method. We hope to see you on the dance floor soon.